What if your motorhome didn't just take you from one destination to another, but actually change with the way you live throughout the day? This is the 2026 Chausson Etape Line 660, a clever French-built low-profile motorhome that combines everyday practicality, Ford-based driving comfort, and one of the most flexible layouts in its class. It's compact enough to feel manageable on the road, but inside it uses space in a way that feels genuinely different from the usual fixed-bed motorhome formula. Welcome back to Motorhome Insights, where we explore some of the most interesting motorhomes from around the world. Today, we're taking a closer look at this clever French-built motorhome, inside, outside, and through all the clever details, to see why it's such a strong choice for couples, small families, and travelers who want comfort without giving up flexibility. Let's get started. At the front, it has a clean and confident look. The glossy black grille stretches wide across the nose, framed by sharp LED daytime running lights that give it a modern, almost sporty presence. The slightly tinted windscreen flows neatly into the sculpted section above the cab, hinting at the smart space hidden inside. Underneath, the Ford diesel engine delivers around 165 brake horsepower, depending on market and specification. Paired with an automatic gearbox, including an 8-speed automatic on many UK automatic models, it gives the motorhome a smooth and relaxed driving character. From the side, it shows its sleek European character. Black alloy wheels, flush-style windows, and clean body lines give it a premium look without making it feel oversized. At just under 7 meters long, it stays manageable for campsites, ferry crossings, and tighter roads, while still offering a surprisingly spacious interior. Just behind the cab, the main entry door includes an automatic step for easier access. Below, you'll find the LPG compartment, an external gas point for outdoor cooking, and the usual touring service points, including gray water release, toilet cassette access, and the large rear storage area. On the opposite side, the water fill and shore power hookup are grouped neatly together, making campsite setup quick and simple. Now around the back, and this is where one of the biggest surprises is waiting. This model features a large, full-width pass-through garage with access doors on both sides. Inside, there's room for outdoor chairs, tools, sports gear, travel equipment, and longer items like skis or boards, depending on how you configure it. The adjustable shelving can be removed or repositioned, so the garage can change depending on the trip. At the back, the design stays clean and minimal. You get a reversing camera positioned neatly into the rear design, ladder attachment points for roof access, and a tow hitch on some specifications for extra equipment. Up top, the 660 can be specified with solar support, while many pack-equipped models add a 140-watt solar panel, giving you extra help for lights, charging, and basic electronics when you're away from hookup. Step into the cab, and the Ford Foundation immediately feels familiar. The supportive captain's chairs swivel around to become part of the living space, which is a big part of what makes this layout work so well. The touchscreen infotainment system includes smartphone connectivity such as Apple CarPlay, making navigation and entertainment much easier on longer journeys. The driving position feels more car-like than truck-like, with good visibility, simple controls, cruise control, and a reversing camera to help with parking and campsite maneuvers. For anyone moving up from a car or smaller camper van, that familiar Ford feel makes the 660 much less intimidating. Turn around, and the lounge opens up right behind you. Instead of a fixed rear bed taking up most of the floor plan, Chausson gives you a modular U-shaped lounge that becomes the heart of the motorhome during the day. The seating wraps around a central adjustable table, creating a proper social space where 4 people can sit comfortably. The table can be adjusted, folded, moved, or removed depending on how you want to use the area. Need a dining space? Open it up. Want more room to move around? Fold it down or shift it away. This is what gives the 660 its personality. The interior doesn't have to stay in one mode all day. Large windows bring in plenty of daylight, while warm LED lighting under the overhead cabinets creates a cozy atmosphere in the evening. Under the seats, there's additional storage, along with access to important onboard systems. Just beyond the lounge, the kitchen makes excellent use of its compact footprint. A 2-burner gas cooktop sits under a glass lid, which doubles as extra prep space when closed. Beside it, the deep stainless steel sink with a modern mixer tap gives you enough room for proper meal prep, not just quick snacks. Below, smooth glide drawers keep utensils, pans, and supplies secure while driving. Across the aisle, the fridge offers enough space for several days of food and includes a freezer compartment. Overhead cabinets with push-to-lock latches keep cups, plates, and dry goods safely in place on the move. It's not a huge kitchen, but it's a smart one. Everything is placed within easy reach, and the open central walkway helps the motorhome feel less cramped while cooking. Above the lounge, one of Chausson's most important features takes center stage, the electric drop-down double bed. At the touch of a button, the bed lowers smoothly into position, turning the lounge into a proper sleeping space without needing to rebuild the entire interior. Optional removable stairs make access easier, and a built-in safety net adds extra peace of mind. It's officially designed to sleep up to 4 people, but it feels especially ideal for couples who want more open living space during the day. Instead of giving you a permanent bed that takes up the rear of the motorhome, Chausson keeps the floor plan open and brings the bed down only when you need it. That means during the day you get a spacious lounge. At night you get a proper sleeping area. It's a simple idea, but in a compact motorhome, it makes a big difference. And then there's the bathroom. Compact, but very clever. The toilet wall slides across to create extra shower space, giving you a proper cubicle with a rigid door and handheld shower. Slide it back again, and the space returns to a comfortable toilet and sink area. This transforming design avoids the usual problem of a tiny shower squeezed into a corner. The one-piece molded sink is easy to clean, while the mirrored cabinet above gives you a handy place for toiletries and daily essentials. It's not a luxury spa bathroom, but for a motorhome under 7 meters, it's practical, efficient, and much more usable than you might expect. Move toward the rear, and you'll find one of the most impressive uses of space in the entire motorhome: a full-height wardrobe positioned above the rear garage. This isn't just a small hanging rail squeezed into a corner. It feels like a proper storage zone, with space for clothing, folded items, and travel essentials. Shelves, drawers, and netted compartments help keep everything organized while you're on the road. And here's the real advantage. You can also access the rear garage directly from inside the motorhome. That might sound like a small detail, but in real travel, it matters. If it's raining outside and you need a jacket, bike helmet, folded chair, toolkit, or extra gear, you don't have to step out and open the exterior doors. You can reach the garage from inside, which makes the 660 much more practical for everyday touring. Heating and hot water are available on demand, helping it stay comfortable across different seasons. With insulated construction and available winter-focused options, it isn't limited to summer weekends and can handle cooler trips too, especially when properly specified. You also get a built-in digital control panel for managing heating, water, and power. For more advanced monitoring, Chausson offers optional connected features through its Smart Pack, giving you access to useful information such as water levels, battery status, gas information, and GPS tracking through your smartphone. Another major advantage is that all this versatility stays within a manageable weight category. It's rated at 3,500 kilograms, which means in many markets it can be driven on a standard car license, depending on local rules. That makes it easier to own, easier to insure, and less intimidating for people who don't want to step into the heavier motorhome category. Now, no motorhome is perfect, and this motorhome does have a few things to keep in mind. First, the tank sizes are modest. With around 28 gallons of fresh water and 26 gallons of gray water, it works well for weekend trips, short escapes, and regular campsite use. But if you're planning longer stays away from services, you'll need to manage water carefully and refill more often. Second, the solar setup is useful, but it isn't designed to run heavy appliances by itself. It can support lights, charging, and basic electronics, especially with the 140-watt panel included in some packs. But if you want to power things like air conditioning, a microwave, or a larger off-grid setup, you'll need extra panels, upgraded batteries, or another power solution, depending on your travel style. And finally, like many compact European motorhomes, there are small practical compromises. Storage still needs to be planned carefully. Some areas may feel tighter when 4 people are on board, and regular maintenance around seals, trims, cabinet latches, and fittings is always important. These aren't major deal breakers, but they are worth knowing before you buy. If you're wondering about pricing starts at around £77,000 in the UK, depending on dealer, market, packs, and specification. Options such as upgraded upholstery, winter insulation, extra solar, connected tech, and additional comfort features can push the final price higher. But for buyers looking for a smart, adaptable motorhome with a premium European feel, the 660 offers a strong balance between comfort, practicality, and everyday usability. So, who is it really for? This is for someone who wants a motorhome that feels just as comfortable at a campsite as it does exploring quiet back roads and scenic stopovers. It's not trying to be the biggest motorhome on the road. Instead, it focuses on doing more with the space it has in a way that feels clean, clever, and genuinely livable. For couples, it offers a spacious lounge and a flexible sleeping setup. For small families, it gives extra berths without turning the whole interior into a permanent bedroom. And for travelers who value smart design over sheer size, it delivers one of the more interesting layouts in the compact motorhome category. If you enjoyed this look at the 2026 Chausson Etape Line to 660, make sure you subscribe to Motorhome Insights and tap the bell, because every week we explore some of the most exciting motorhomes, camper vans, and rolling homes from around the world. Your next dream motorhome might be closer than you think.